Do you have a coach was just asked, does he have a rotation? And he said, I hope they're all, in there. Is that a great situation to have?
Yeah, it's a great situation. I mean, we have a lot of depth right now. They're all performing at a high level, so it's kind of going to rep them and rotate them until they separate themselves. I'm playing 10 guys right now, which is kind of unheard of, but it's a great problem to have.
Hey, Zach, how similar is your offense to Houston's?
It's really similar. I mean, there's obviously some things that were innately Tom Herman's, philosophy, and some things that were innately Urban Meyer's that obviously we took on Urban Meyer's philosophy here that Tom has kind of went back to some of the things that he likes to do that maybe we didn't fit here. So there's a little differences, but it's very similar.
So can you watch the film and say, hey, Houston runs a very similar offense to us. Clemson is kind of similar too in a certain aspect.
Yeah, similar.
They did well against them. Is there a parallel that you could make of saying, hey, we have some tools offensively from a talent standpoint and a schematic standpoint that makes you feel good about what you're able to do against that defense?
Yeah, I mean, I like our scheme, our offense, and our talent and personnel, so I feel good about whatever opponent, and it's good to see other, similar opponents do well against them, sure.
Mm-hmm. What was your take on the first half last week? It just seemed like you had trouble connecting some dots at times. Just what was it? You were so effective the week before, and then just had some issues in the first half.
You know what? It was one of those things where if it wasn't one position or one thing, it was another thing. It was kind of a perfect storm, and we felt like we were coming out early a lot, backed up in our own end zone, and we just couldn't seem to get a drive going. And then obviously we kind of got out of it finally, but it was just minor things that a young team you'd expect early in the season that we had to work through. Fortunately, we did. The defense had our back and really took care of us, and it was great team football. The special teams, defense really carried the offense until we got it figured out. Once we did, then we kind of took off.
The throw to Brown in the end zone, was anybody open on that play? I mean, I know he was open for a split second, maybe in the back, and the guy made a great play on him. You looked at the whole 22, did JT have anything to do with the ball in that play?
Yeah, I mean, Noah was open. I mean, you just got to get a better ball.
Yeah,
that's a back of the end zone high throw, and a corner should never be able to undercut that. Mm-hmm. So he did, and obviously it wasn't a great throw, and Noah didn't run a great route, but I mean, it was executed averagely, I guess.
The alliances you see in the game, you guys talked to Herman, apparently Stoops has talked to D'Antonio. Just that's part of the gamesmanship, right? You have a friend, you consult, you get as much info as you can.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't usually find out much that you don't see on film. It's just more you get a feel for how they are live as far as talent, and because film is sometimes hard to evaluate that. You get a feel for how did your players feel they played. How did they feel this secondary was? How did you feel the D-line was? So, excuse me. Matchups and just what their plan was, and then you get to watch their plan, how it came to fruition, what worked, what didn't work, and kind of get to hear their thoughts on why they did it, and then you can kind of formulate your own plan.
What's been the biggest difference with Curtis through the first two games? I mean, it's just big play after big play.
Yeah, he's playing really well. I mean, the biggest difference is he's healthy and he's got an expanded role in the offense. I mean, he's really playing well. He's doing a lot of things that we want him to do.
How different is Dontre this year from previous years?
He's more mature, more of a leader. He sees the end coming, and so he's playing highly motivated. But he's playing really hard and really well.
How much of it is just this